Forget the crane. The idea that a medieval knight was a slow, lumbering iron tank winched onto his horse is a modern myth. A trained man in full plate could sprint, jump, and, as you see here, clear obstacles with surprising ease. Medieval plate functioned as high-performance athletic gear. Every steel component was custom-measured and tailored to match the wearer's exact anatomy and muscle movement. The stakes for this tailoring were absolute. In an era of close-quarters combat, a kingdom's military organization often rested entirely on the presence of a single leader. If that commander fell, the battle was lost. This placed the craftsmen who protected these leaders in a lethal paradox. They had to forge steel thick enough to stop heavy blades and piercing arrows, but light enough to prevent the wearer from collapsing from sheer exhaustion in the mud. To solve that engineering problem, the elite armorers of Europe, families operating in Milan, Augsburg, and Innsbruck, stopped acting like mere blacksmiths. They developed 5 strict rules of construction, elevating their craft to a rigorous science. Step inside a 16th century forge, and you see an operation working on an industrial scale. Rule 1, suitability for purpose, dictated that armor redirect kinetic energy. They achieved this through the glancing surface. Craftsmen beat flat steel into specific, rounded planes. When an enemy's sword or mace connected, it would meet a convex curve and slip harmlessly off the side. Look closely at the chest plate on this suit made for Henry VIII. The fluting serves a strict physical purpose. If a lance strikes the chest, these ridges guide the point away from the neck and armpits, channeling the force into empty air. For jousting, they took this physics to the extreme. Because an opponent's lance was guaranteed to cross the horse's neck toward the left side of this helmet is forged completely smooth. There are no vision slits, no projections, and absolutely zero purchase for a lance tip to catch. Rule 1 dictated the geometry of the metal. The armorer turned a static target into an evasive, deflected surface. But deflecting a blow is useless if the man inside can't swing a sword. Rule 2 demanded convenience in use, and Rule 4 required sound constructional methods. Together, they meant the steel joints had to mirror human kinetics. The mechanical secret lay in the sliding rivet. Instead of pinning plates tightly together, the rivet drops through an elongated slot. This allows the overlapping steel segments to slide back and forth. When you lift your arm, the plates expand in tandem with your muscles. That moving steel, however, could not sit directly on skin. A separate guild of craftsmen, the linen armorers, engineered thick, quilted undergarments. This padded layer was strictly necessary to prevent severe chafing and to absorb the heavy concussive shock of a blunt impact. This diagram shows the strict metallurgical budget required for a single suit of armor, dictated by Rule 3. You see 40 pounds of malleable iron paired with a mere 6 pounds of harder, wisp steel. They placed the expensive, brittle steel only where it was absolutely needed to hold an edge or take a hit, keeping the overall weight manageable. Finally, they enforced Rule 5, subservience of decoration. A patron could pay to have his breastplate acid-etched or washed in silver, but the armorers refused any decoration that created a rough edge or caught a blade. Structural integrity always superseded aesthetics. During the golden age of the craft in the 15th century, a patron's wealth never overruled the physics of survival. The human body and the limits of the metal dictated the design, without question. That engineering discipline fractured in the 16th century. As the functional golden age gave way to the Renaissance, 2 disruptive forces hit the workshop simultaneously: the demand for extreme royal vanity and the deadly battlefield firearm. Craftsmen broke Rule 5, abandoning the smooth, glancing surface for heavy repoussé embossing. The fatal flaw of this vanity is obvious. Instead of deflecting a sword, these deep, high-relief crevices acted as literal traps, catching the blade and directing it straight into the wearer's body. At the exact same time, the rules of deflection became useless against point-blank musket fire. To prove their armor against bullets, the craftsmen abandoned elegant geometry entirely. They simply forged the plates thicker and heavier. This comparison shows the sleek, anatomical 1470 suit on the left against the bloated, cumbrous armor of Louis XIV in 1668. The weight skyrocketed so drastically that soldiers complained they were marching under anvils. Rule 2, convenience in use, was completely broken. The craft of the medieval armorer collapsed when the engineering balance between ultimate protection and human mobility finally broke. The perfect synthesis of steel and kinetics, perfected over centuries, could no longer withstand the pressures of both the artist and the arquebus.
Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. Please help the channel out with a like on this video and subscribe if you want to stick around and watch more videos like this. Speaking of more videos, there should be some of them on the screen now. See you in the next video.